If you're a truth seeker, you need to hear this. Your subconscious is trying to speak. Welcome to the only podcast of its kind, hosted by the legendary David John Oates. Dive into the world of reverse speech, where we unveil the hidden messages in the words of politicians, celebrities, and even you. Every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, join us as we decode the unconscious mind, revealing the truth behind the spoken word. With over 41 years of pioneering research, David John Oates takes you on a journey beyond the conscious realm. From shocking political confessions to the secret desires of the stars, no thought is too hidden. Discover what they're really thinking, and maybe what you're truly saying too. Tune in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit www.reversespeech.com to learn more. Reverse speech. It's more than just words. It's a window into the truth.
Okay, here I am, back again for another week. It's the 19th of January in 2025 here in Adelaide, South Australia. And the next significant date is the 20th tomorrow, which is the inauguration of Donald Trump. And I will be all over that inauguration, and I'll bring you reversals of the inauguration, the speeches, and all of that stuff next podcast next week. I've actually done reversals on Biden's speech. We'll see if we've got time to do them on Biden's farewell speech. We'll see if we've got time to do them at the end of the show. Okay, so I had a lot of requests for reversals on Bob Lazar. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do, I've got two interviews on him, one on the Art Bell show from 1998 and another one on Joe Rogan from 2019. So we're going to look at both of these. Now, as last week's show, when I hadn't listened to the reversals beforehand, I haven't listened to these reversals beforehand either. So we'll have to see how good they are, okay, how many I let through. For those of you who don't know, Bob Lazar came out in the mid-90s, I believe it was. Maybe it was the early 90s. I think it was mid-90s. It came in that he worked for Area 51 and he worked on UFO projects. They had UFO craft. They were back engineering UFO technology, and made a whole lot of very, very outlandish claims. Now, he was embraced wholeheartedly by the alternate community, and they lapped him up because a lot of what he was saying is what the alternate community have been saying for years. So let us look into Bob Lazar. Okay, here we go. Bob Lazar. Now, look, the reversals on the Art Bell show are all in audio, so I won't be able to share the screen on that. And we'll share the screen when we get to Joe Rogan because their video. All right, so here's the first one here. Let me just move this down so I can see the chat. I want to move that over to there. Move that up to there. Okay, here we go. First one.
When I go through most of this stuff, people are amazed. Boy, how come you can't remember these facts? This is a fantastic point in your life, and yeah, but it's also a decade old now, and it's hard to remember specifics here and there.
Backwards. Then I am bored.
Then I am bored.
Then I am bored. Then I am bored.
Well, that's a bit strange, isn't it? Then I am bored, whatever that means. Okay, then we have this reversal here. There's the next one along.
Alarm systems or something like that doesn't, something usually below your potential, but something to keep you busy.
That rings true. I was in the Air Force. They did that to us all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty common. So I thought, well, that's very typical.
They loan the powers.
The powers.
That doesn't really mean much either, does it? All right, here's the first one. I think he's getting into his story here.
generally you're just assigned a badge and shown the general procedures and things of that sort.
Okay, he's talking about the time he worked at Area 51. Backwards, he says, all my lives of sin.
This was a little different.
Oh, sorry, here we go. All my lives of sin.
Lives of sin.
All my lives of sin. A little bit quick. Okay, here's the next one.
New generation of scramjet engines that have supersonic airflow inside that burn liquid methane and so on and so forth. Whether that was these, I don't know. But I did get a look up the exhaust as we were turning.
They planned your guilt. Okay, so 2 reversals so far that reveal something. All my lives of sin. And they planned your guilt. I'm told I'm going too quick. I'll slow down. I'm sorry. I know this stuff like the back of my hand. All right. So there's the first 2 significant reversals. All right. Now we move on to the next one. This is in order. I'm just going down the list here. Why isn't the second one loading? Here we go. All right. Here's the next one.
It's 10 years in jails and a $10,000 fine. Does that sound familiar to you?
It does.
Before?
It does.
I've signed something like that before, but this was certainly far above and beyond that, which was kind of shocking, actually.
With me are CIA.
The
CIA is a little bit quick. Let's play it again.
Shocking, actually.
With me are CIA. So we've got all my lives of sin. They plan your guilt. With me are CIA. Okay. That does not bode well. All right. Move on to the next one. Here we go.
But
no prior kidney problem.
Yeah, I mean, it is,
Well, I take it you went to the doctor.
Dead and they lie.
That
That one's clear. Okay, there's no doubt over that one. Let's play that again. Okay, so far we've got 3 reversals about lies. All my lies are sin. They plan your guilt. Dead and they lie. Followed by with me are CIA. Okay, all right, next one. Here we go.
My immediate reaction was, this is the new generation fighter that we're working on. For whatever reason, it's saucer-shaped, but immediately in my mind, I said, this explains all the UFO sightings
Beloved in the secret here.
throughout history. It's just been the development of this thing.
Here it is.
Here it is.
Okay, here we go. Beloved in the secret here.
Beloved in the secret here.
Oh, that's clear. Okay, that one's clear. Beloved in the secret here. Okay, so what is the secret? We're going to have to sort these out from the reversals, because the story these reversals basically paint is that Bob Lazar is CIA spreading disinformation. Now, with disinformation, there's always a bit of truth scattered in here and there. Okay, so we're going to have to sift through these reversals and see what we can find. All right, here's the next one.
I don't remember the people involved there, but when they were talking about the movie, the making of the movie, so on and so forth, the lab technician there.
Mission Get Bell.
Mission Get Bell.
Yeah, well, that's a very easy reversal to interpret. He was on a mission to get Art Bell to believe his story. Mission Get Bell. He's telling a whole series of lies, scattered in with some truth, and it's a carefully planned out CIA disinformation program. All right, here's the next reversal.
And if you notice, Art, if you're looking at the model of the sport model there, out near the equator of the disc, I mean, it literally comes to a point, and it graduates as you go towards the center. So obviously, there's
right, you do have
very low near.
I feel we doubt in it.
Feel we doubt in it. Feel we doubt in it. Feel we doubt in it.
I feel we doubt in it. Now, you remember the reversals I played last week on the accusers of Michael Jackson? Remember how those reversals were confirming their story? They were giving extra information. They were also saying the same thing in reverse. That's how we determine the truth. I've played a couple of truthful people on this show, so you should get a feel for it. But when they're lying, you get reversals like these. All the lies of my sin. I plan your guilt. Dead and they lie. I feel we doubt in it. With me are CIA. These are reversals that are not confirming his story. If he was telling the truth, they were confirming his tale. But they're telling us something completely different. All right. Here's the next one.
Something to do with the waveguide and the gravity amplifiers themselves. But if you have the box there you're looking at, you notice what I'm saying is kind of difficult. There's a little booklet that came in there that has a nice cutaway view of the craft, but it's very difficult to describe.
Crime, they may get the book.
And let me get the book.
Oh, yeah.
And let me get the book. And let me get the book.
Okay, well, that's a congruent reversal. That's talk about a book forwards and a book backwards. Listen to the forwards again.
Something to do with the waveguide and the gravity amplifiers themselves. But if you have the box there you're looking at, you notice what I'm saying is kind of difficult. There's a little booklet that came in there that has a nice cutaway view of the craft, but it's very difficult to describe.
Crime, they may get the book.
And let me get the book.
And let me get the book. And let me get the book.
Well, someone's doubting that Bob Lazar is spreading misinformation. I don't know how you can interpret the reversals. Lies are my sin. They plan your guilt. Dead and they lie. With me, CIA. Then we've got this one here.
The other mode is the delta configuration, and this is how it normally travels through space and makes large jumps.
I'll scam it.
I'll scam it.
I'll scam it. I'll scam it.
Yeah, well, that's a straight out lie. It's a scam. It's a con. However, this next reversal may have a grain of truth in it. Remember, disinformation always has truth scattered among the lies, or lies scattered among the truth, depending on which way you want to go.
Initially, our work started on the reactor. We figured that's the center point of everything, and this is where we should really concentrate our efforts, and apparently that's what the people before me did too.
Studying a weapon, their fire used to blank you. Forget it. No, I don't like that reversal at all. Sorry, throw that one out. Okay. All right. That's all I've got on Art Bell. Okay, so let's go to Joe Rogan. All right, here we go. I can share the screen on this. Let me just give you some screen shares here. Okay. All right. Now, why aren't you seeing me? Oh, you are. I'm off to the corner. Right. Okay. All right, Joe Rogan. Here we go. Here's the first reversals on Rogan.
How would you describe it?
I guess within the Area 51 compound, you can call that a subset of Area 51.
Oh, this might be on Bob Lazar. I'll wait for theory with this.
I'll wait for theory of this bus.
With this bus. I'll wait for theory with this bus. What on earth does that mean?
51. Always with the area, but it's bust.
Always with the area, but it's bust. Always with the area, but it's bust.
I really don't know how to interpret that. I really don't know. All right, here's the next one.
And you got that job. Before that, you were working.
Before that, I had worked at Los Alamos
Right.
National Labs in New Mexico.
I scam in this.
I'm in this.
Like scamming this. Like scamming this.
I scam in this. There we go. That's the second reference to scam. So he's spinning a yarn. He's not telling that it's a scam. I scam. I'm telling you a scam. Did anyone check out his background in Los Alamos, New Mexico? All right, next one.
I went down there early, and Ed Teller was outside, leaning on a brick wall there and reading the front page of the paper.
They are spies.
Yeah, spies.
Yeah, spies. Yeah, spies.
They are spies. Well, there you go. There it is. They are spies. That's the second reference. We got CIA. It's CIA with me. I scam in this. They are spies. All right, next one. This is not a man telling a true story. I hate to burst the bubble of Bob Lazar believers, but look, I just call it as I see it. You know that. You know, this is what I found. I mean, I'd like him to be telling the truth, but he's not.
And it was in the demonstration of the reactor working where it caught my attention to where
You go with Guy.
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 I don't know what that one means. You go with Guy. I really don't know. Oh my God, here's scam again. This is the third reference to scam. Gee whiz.
You know, you can turn on an electromagnet and it makes a magnetic field. We can't make a gravitational field.
I scam in it.
Let's get in it.
Let's get in it. Let's get in it.
Okay, that's like three reversals now that have said I'll scam it. I'll scam in it. First one was I'll scam it. Second one was I'll scam in this. And this one is I'll scam in it. And they go with CIA. Okay. All right. Next one.
You know, the rest of the time, it was really an ominous feeling being at work. But at that time, it was exciting.
Your life's cinema.
You know, Leaf Cinema.
You leap cinema. You leap cinema.
Cinema is a metaphor in reverse speech to see life as a movie. This is not real. What he's telling us is not real. Okay. All right. And then the next one. Oh, I closed that down. Hang on. Let me get your screen back again. Where are we? Share screen. All right, here we go. All right, next one along. Here we go.
You know, taking a small portable nuclear reactor and, you know, putting it back into Victorian times, you know, with the scientists of the time.
Given the gabbing.
Given the gabbing.
Given the gabbing. Given the gabbing.
Yeah, I've been told what to say. I've been given the given the things to tell you. Oh my God, here's scam again. Oh my God, it's full of it. Listen to this one.
We played around with the parts long enough before I got there where they could make the reactor operate, take the fuel out, and know that it makes it work.
Grow a scam that had won.
Girl, scammed it at the one.
Oh yeah.
Girl, scammed it as the one. Girl, scammed it as the one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's expand this story out. This scam has worked. Okay, people believe this is in 2019, 20 years after the Art Bell show. Okay, and the scam was had 20 years to fester and to grow a scam that it won. People believe me. This is a great scam. It worked. Okay. All right. Next one.
There are no, first of all, everything is one color. It's like a dark pewter color, and there are no right angles anywhere.
I don't know what this reversals means. They guess their lock nose.
I guess they're locking nose.
I guess they're locking nose. I guess they're locking nose.
I don't know what that means. I've no idea. I guess their lock knows. Yeah, okay, all right. Next one.
There's nothing on them. There's no buttons. There's no lights. There's
And
no
they look
control.
the same color, the same
Everything
thing.
is the same
It's just
color.
a different shape.
Right.
Mess the thing that you wreck.
Mess the thing at the rest.
Mess the thing at the rest. Mess the thing at the rest.
Yeah, he's wrecking the whole. He's bringing a whole lot of rubbish. Mess the thing that you wreck. Don't know what he's wrecking. You'd have to know what the truth is and what is the disinformation that he's spreading. I don't know. All right, next one.
Any machine, any device that operates always makes extra heat. Nothing works at 100% efficient.
For NASA, you know how to screw.
Vanessa, you know how to screw.
Vanessa, you know how to screw. Vanessa, you know how to screw.
Yeah, well, he's for NASA. I'm doing this for NASA. I don't know why he's doing it for NASA. I could spend a whole show on NASA, which I probably will at some stage in the future. I got a whole lot of stuff about NASA. All right, next one. Here we go.
This was early on in the project.
So this was before Operation Paperclip became public as well, right? So
I would imagine.
that was
I don't know what the dates
Yeah,
were.
when was that?
when did that was that?
You know, I scared the one.
No, I
See it, the one.
Don't know, I see it. The one. Don't know, I see it. The one.
Don't know. All right, here's the next one. We've got 2 more to go.
You could walk on that in the upper layer, but if you took the corner, stuck your finger in, and pushed, it collapsed and made an entryway. So I thought that was a really unique. I'd never seen that before, and it was the only thing in the craft that made absolute sense to me. I said, we can make that, and all that is a hatchway.
I feel the spy. Damn it.
Let's do the spot, Ambit.
Let's do the spot, Ambit. Let's do the spot, Ambit.
Okay, that's the 4th reference now to spy. Actually, no, 3rd to spy, and 1 reference to CIA. We've got about 5 reversals that say this is a scam. And now we have the last reversal, which is this one here. And, we've still got a half an hour to go. I can play you some more reversals. Okay, this is the last reversal on Bob Lazar. Here we go.
You know, when I worked there, I was on the front page of the paper. So they
Yes.
were still able to archive, bring that back from the archives. And, Bob Lazar, a physicist working here at Los Alamos. So there was at least something there.
This is a fraud.
This is a pharaoh.
This is a pharaoh. This is a pharaoh.
Well, that's as clear as day, isn't it? Let's play the 4s again on that one. No doubt over that.
You know, when I worked there, I was on the front page of the paper. So they
Yes.
were still able to archive, bring that back from the archives. And, Bob Lazar, a physicist working here at Los Alamos. So there was at least something there.
This is a fraud.
This is a pharaoh.
This is a pharaoh. This is a pharaoh.
All right, well, there you go. There are the reversals I have on Bob Lazar from 2 shows, one with Art Bell in 98 and one with Joe Rogan in 91. In 2019. What am I talking about? Look, there's no reversal here that indicates he's telling the truth. All the reversals are about lies and scam, CIA, spies, mission, get Bell. He wants to get Art Bell to believe in, which he did. I'm just scrolling through them now. There's nothing here at all that indicates he's telling the truth. Every reversal says it's a scam and a con. So there you go, folks. That's Bob Lazar. Sorry to burst your bubble for those who like Bob Lazar. But the truth must get out there. And if we keep on believing all the lies and the cons, then we will keep on being trapped. Okay? There's so many frauds in the whole UFO community. I've done a lot of work on that. I've got to write a book on UFOs this year. This is the year I'll write it. And I'll publish all my findings. Look, there's a real phenomenon with UFOs. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think it's physical. I think it's spiritual. or at least it's non-corporal. Maybe not spiritual. It's extra. I don't know yet. I've got to go through all my reversals and work it out. But there's a fairly strong spiritual element to it that I still haven't got a handle on yet. But I will write a book on it this year, and we'll get some more answers. Okay, my last book, Reverse Speech Metaphors, is out for those that haven't caught up with that. It's currently available as a Kindle version, download only. The print version is about 1 or 2 weeks away. My editor's working on the index now. We've had a few little editing problems with it. We'll get them ironed out, and the print version should be up in a week or two. But you can get the Kindle version now. You can go to gee whiz, I searched for David John Oates on Amazon. That'll take you to my page, and then you can download and have a listen to it. Not listen to it, read it. First Speech Metaphors, big book, 130,000 words. So it's probably makes it the biggest book I wrote. Although only metaphor was 150,000 words, the lexicon was 110,000. So it's the third biggest book I've written. All of my knowledge about metaphors. All right, let's look at Biden's farewell speech this week, shall we? Let's go to 2025 and see what he's got to say to us when he's saying farewell. All right, let's move that over to here. We'll move that over to there. Just move that back here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, there's a new whistleblower on News Nation tonight. New whistleblower special. Okay. Yeah, well, they're all interesting things to reverse. Okay. Share screen. Window. Right. This is Joe Biden's farewell speech, which he gave this week.
You know, his farewell address, President Eisenhower spoke of the dangers of the military-industrial complex. He warned us then about, and I quote, the potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power, end of quote.
And backwards, so dead with a corpse.
Sure dead with a corpse.
Sure dead with a corpse. Sure dead with a corpse.
I think he's describing himself, so dead with a corpse. I'm sure he is finding him describing himself. All right, here's the next one.
In the age of AI, it's more important than ever that the people must govern. And as the land of liberty, America, not China, must lead the world in the development of AI.
Here to build the nail.
Here to build the nail.
Wow.
Here to build the nail.
Here to build the nail.
Nail is a nail in your coffin. He's destroying his legacy, is how I would interpret that reversal. His legacy is in the coffin, I would say. All right, here's the next one.
And in a democracy, there's another danger to the concentration of power and wealth. It erodes a sense of unity and common purpose.
It's NASA's glory. Wow.
NASA's glory.
NASA's glory. NASA's glory.
It's NASA's glory. Huh, let's play the folds again. What's he talking about?
And in a democracy, there's another danger to the concentration of power and wealth. It erodes a sense of unity and common purpose.
It's NASA's glory.
It's NASA's glory.
It's NASA's glory.
Oops, sorry.
It's NASA's glory.
Huh. I don't know what he means by that. Look, NASA comes up in reverse speech often in context of government speeches, and I really don't know why. I think the agency is far bigger and far more far-reaching than what we know. Yeah. Okay, here's the next one.
People don't feel like they have a fair shot. We have to stay engaged in the process. I know it's frustrating. A fair shot is what makes America America. Everyone's entitled to a fair shot, not a guarantee, just a fair shot, an even playing field.
A crime, a scandal's lush. Well, that's nice and clear, isn't it? His lips match perfectly in that. Now let's listen to Ford's again.
People don't feel like they have a fair shot. We have to stay engaged in the process. I know it's frustrating. A fair shot is what makes America America. Everyone's entitled to a fair shot, not a guarantee, but just a fair shot, an even playing field.
A crime, a scandal's lush.
You
see the lips on that? Watch it, mouth it out perfectly. Wow, that's a markedly clear reversal. All right, here's the last one on Biden's speech. Then we go to the fires in California, in Los Angeles. There was a news conference with Biden and Newsom and the FEMA director, and I've got reversals on all of that, so we'll play them as well. We've still got time. Okay, here's the last one.
Claymont, Delaware, sitting behind this desk in the Oval Office as President of the United States.
Yeah. It's the fall away.
The fall away.
The fall away. The fall away.
Yeah, he fell away sitting behind the desk of the Oval Office. Yeah, well, that's Biden's legacy, isn't it? Let's play the first one again. The first one sums it all up.
You know, his farewell address, President Eisenhower spoke of the dangers of the military-industrial complex. He warned us then about, and I quote, the potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power, end of quote.
So dead with a corpse. Here, listen to this reversal. This is on Biden's press conference with Newsom on the California fires. This one's funny.
Build back better. There are certain things we can do to prevent things from being, if the same thing occurred, from as much damage occurring.
Here he says, need my sleep. Poor Joe, in the middle of the day, he needs his sleep. He's so dead with a corpse. What can I say? All right, so here we go. Biden, talk about the fires in Los Angeles.
Both of them are
Thanks for the compliment, Mary. I appreciate that.
on the ground, leading fight against this god-awful wildfire worse than California history. And
we see you'll blank us over. Yeah, well, that's pretty clear, isn't it? I don't know who's going to get blanked over, but someone will. Here's the next one.
we still got a long way to go as we're out to hear from the governor. And while the winds have died down for the time, we expect they'll remain a threat.
My God, there's new war.
My God, there's no war.
My God, there's no war. My God, there's no war.
Oh, look, I think that's probably just a metaphor about the fires, just the ferocity of the fires. That probably speaks him in a good light. But listen to this one. Hang on, someone just... yes, I did go to Washington, D.C. in 91. And I did give... Someone asked me after my book was released in 91, did I go to Washington, D.C. and have dealings with FBI and CIA? Yes, I did. I gave a 5-day workshop to the FBI, CIA, Secret Service, Naval Intelligence. Who else was there? There were a few others there. And the FBI said they would go and research it further. I worked for them during the David Koresh siege. I did a personality profile on Koresh based on his reversals. And after I worked with them, they rang me up and threatened me, told me not to go public with reverse speech or they would quote-unquote crush and destroy me. So there we go. That's what happened. All right, next one on Biden. Here we go.
But they look down the road and say, my God, look at downtown. It's gone. Look at how we're going to do this. We're going to need the United States Congress.
Rocks the fanny demon. What a strange reversal. Well, I'll be bothered. Look at that. All right, someone heard, I hear no war, not new war. Okay, let's play it again.
We still got a long way to go as we're about to hear from the government. And while the winds have died down for the time, we expect they'll remain a threat.
Okay, I've got it down as my God, there's new war, but some people heard my God, there's no war. So let's listen again.
My God, there's no war. My God, there's no war.
Yeah, I think you're right. It is no war.
My God, there's no war.
Yeah, it is no war. Yep, you're right. I'm wrong. All right. Oops, I closed it out again. Hang on. Let me just share the screen with you guys. 1 second. Okay, here we go.
And that's cost money, but it also saves money. There is climate change. There is climate change. This is part of it. We have to deal with it.
You mock Satan?
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit faint on you, mock. I'm sorry about that. All right. Next one on Biden.
And
sorry, I'm going too fast again. Let me slow down. Okay, so we've got this theme in this press conference that we'll see as we continue about Satan and demons. And it's really an undercurrent that appears all throughout reverse speech, is a spiritual warfare. And in this case, Satan and demons are somehow involved. I don't understand it. I'm writing a book now called Every Secret Hidden, which gets into a lot of the spiritual side of reverse speech, and a lot of my own personal beliefs come out in this book. I don't write many books with my personal beliefs, but this is one of them. And I should be finished that in a couple of weeks. Every Secret Hidden, that'll be out soon. Okay, next reversal.
And next to a place that, for example, we're just looking at a Secret Service house that was out there.
Subverse the peace?
Subverse the peace. Subverse the peace.
Huh. Huh, interesting. All right, this one's a bit of a damning reversal.
For example, resilience and adaptation. We found, Gov, that in these other areas, like the hurricanes from North Carolina and Florida.
Now I've killed my savior.
Now I've killed my savior.
Wow, it's clear too. Let's play that reversal again, forwards and backwards. Does not bode well for Biden's spirituality.
For example, resilience and adaptation. We found, Gov, that in these other areas, like the hurricanes from North Carolina and Florida.
Now I've killed my savior.
Now I've killed my savior.
Wow.
Now I've killed my savior. Now I've killed my savior.
Yeah, well, there we go. Not good. And the last reversal on Biden is this one here. Yeah, so I'll be writing about the spiritual war in my book, Every Secret Hidden. I'm up to chapter 15 now, so I'm getting it out.
They did is they cut off power because they're worried about these high tension lines coming down and causing more fires in the wind, right? When they do that, guess what? They shut off the power that controls the ability to pump the water.
Upon our blank.
Upon our ship.
Oh, it could be a pile of blank. In other words, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Upon our ship.
Yeah. A pile of blank. Yeah, well, that's what I heard. All right, let's look at Newsom, shall we? Where's Newsom? Newsom. Here we go. Let's have a look at Gavin Newsom. All right, first reversal.
I appreciate it, Mr. President and Madam Vice President. Let me just pick up on the spirit of your comments, but first with just deep gratitude to both of you.
It hurts in the pocket. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. California wildfires won't be cheap. All right, next one.
Speak. The two large ones you've highlighted, the 8 and 3% contained, but we're able to, these guys did an amazing job.
My demon is sexy. Yeah, well, that's Gavin Newsom all over, isn't it? My demon is sexy. Well, he doesn't love himself, does he? Not at all. Okay. Here we have another one.
And these guys were able to knock that down. It was heroic. I flew around it, see the dozers, the hand crews, rattlesnake crews, the National Guard, the mutual aid system.
My Shiva God will shine. Huh, let's play it, then we'll talk about it. My Shiva God will shine.
Shiva God will shine.
Shiva is a common reverse speech metaphor. It's God the destroyer. Shiva destroys old structures so new ones can arise. I use it a lot in session work to break down dysfunctional behavioral patterns and to lay the groundwork for new ones to arise out of the dust. So the reversals, the metaphor is appropriate for the fires. Trying to feel what's behind it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Move on. Here we go. Here's the next one.
.gov. People are now actually calling. There's tremendous anxiety out there.
It's an ambush.
It's an ambush.
Yeah, there it is. It's an ambush. I guess the fires were an ambush. Don't know. Next one.
You know, I ask you, we've got to deal with this misinformation. There were hurricane force winds of mis and disinformation lies. People want to divide.
Ashamed of the sin.
I'm ashamed of the sin.
I'm ashamed of the sin. Talk about misinformation. I'm assuming the misinformation is the sin.
I'm ashamed of the sin.
Yeah, that's there. I'm ashamed of the sin. And this last reversal on Newsom, I really don't know what it means.
With different materials, those were the latest home hardening investments. And that was the chapter verse, the lesson, the master class, and this was the campfire.
In the cellar, I serve a bastard.
I'm in the cellar, serve ashes.
I'm in the cellar, serve ashes. I'm in the cellar, serve ashes.
Huh, what a strange reversal. The cellar is a metaphor for the deepest regions of the unconscious, as where we hide the demons and the nasty elves. And so, all right, let's look at Kamala. Oh, gee, Miz, this first reversal is not good on Kamala at all.
Thank you, Mr. President. As you've said, what we have been witnessing is truly
Satan is the builder, that evil. Oh, yeah. And there you go, Satan again. What's Satan got to do with any of this? Really interesting reversals. Let me play that again. Here's the forwards.
Thank you, Mr. President. As you've said, what we have been witnessing is truly
So, Satan is the builder, that evil. Wow, interesting. Huh. All over the place. Satan and God. Any long-term exploration of reverse speech will indeed reveal this whole spiritual undercurrent that is ever present in reversals. Just absolutely fascinating stuff. Like I said, I explore it all in this book I'm writing now, Every Secret Hidden. Don't forget, by the way, that we get the plug in for my training class. It starts this week, or well, next week if you're in America. It starts on the 22nd, I think. Anyway, only a few days away. Look, we really need people to be talented and proficient in reverse speech. It's such an incredible field, and there's so very few people doing it. If you're thinking about it, I implore you, get involved and take training. We need it. We need people. Okay, so there you go. All right, next one. If you want to sign up for training, go to my website, reversespeech.com, click on the training tab, and there's a form there you can fill out and put your phone number on the form, and I'll call you and we'll sort it all out. All right, next one.
Mass devastation. And whether we are talking about Silmar to Palisades to Altadena.
Rome was starving.
Rome was starving.
Rome was starving.
Yeah.
Rome was starving.
Yeah, Rome was starving. They didn't have water. They didn't have firefighters. And the list goes on and on and on. Wow. All right. And last one on Kamala.
We're talking about neighborhoods of people who, in many cases, I think about Altadena, these are.
I need sly love. Give that circuit.
I need sly love. Give that circuit.
I need sly love. Give that circuit. I need sly love. Give that circuit.
I need sly love. Give that circuit. Circuit is the wiring of the brain. Tells her that she's being sly and devious. All right, here's a mayor of LA, I believe, or Pacific Palisades, one of those suburbs.
In response to the emergency declaration, the idea of 100% reimbursement, and we have made it clear to folks that that is not the norm.
This one says, the demon serve me.
Serve me.
Serve me. Serve me.
Someone suggests I go on Richard Syrett. I was a regular guest on Richard Syrett at one stage, but he was also a host on the Coast to Coast, and he dropped me without telling me why. And a couple of years ago, and no reason given. I believe it was pressure from Coast to Coast. Personally, I don't know what to tell you. I was a regular guest, and he suddenly dropped me with for no reason. No idea why. It's happened to me so many times. I'm basically banned on American media, unfortunately. I'm persona non gratis. Long story. All right, here's the next one on the mayor.
Preventing further destruction, saving homes, saving businesses, dealing with the emergency at hand. We also have our eyes on the future.
We grow the evil we lead. Yeah, there we go. We grow the evil we lead. Okay, George Nero's had me on a couple of times, about 3 times, I think. But every time I've done Nuri, the reversals have been heavily censored. I can't play anything controversial. Just it was a very frustrating couple of appearances, actually, to be frank. All right, here we have the head of FEMA.
And the major disaster declaration itself is going to do so much. So many people, as you heard, are evacuated.
Show had defied with a demon. Wow. Well, what on earth are all these references? Demon, Satan. This is about the 3rd time we've heard demon on the house fire, on the LA fires. That's really quite amazing. The only reversal we've got of, well, I was going to say positive, is Joe Biden saying he's killed the savior. Oh, dear me. Let's play this reversal again.
And the major disaster declaration itself is going to do so much. So many people, as you heard, are evacuated.
Show had defied with a demon. Yeah, well, there we go. Clear as day. Wow. Okay, next one.
And there's not very many in shelters. And so we know that so many people are either staying with friends and family or they're staying in hotels.
Have mess with the Earl. Yeah, well, that makes common sense. The Earl is wealth, prosperity, common metaphor in reverse speech. Have messed with the Earl. Yeah, their wealth has been totally destroyed. Have messed with the Earl. Let's play that again.
And there's not very many in shelters. And so we know that so many people are either staying with friends and family or they're staying in hotels.
Have messed with the Earl. And then the last reversal. Here we go.
Governor, Mayor, just know that FEMA, the entire federal family, is going to be here with you throughout this entire recovery journey. We are going to work through the complicated problems together.
I don't know what this reversal means. Mark with the crow on a grave. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. Make of that what you will. Let me finish. We'll play a couple more reversals on Biden again. I like that one, Need My Sleep. Typical Biden. Let's play this one again, Need My Sleep.
Build back better. There are certain things we can do to prevent things from being, if the same thing occurred, from as much damage occurring.
Need My Sleep.
Yeah,
that caption didn't come out too well, did it? And then this one here, now I've killed my savior.
For example,
Resilience and adaptation.
we found, Gov, that in these other areas, like the hurricanes from North Carolina and Florida,
now I've killed my savior.
now I've killed my savior.
Yeah, well, that's just a really ominous reversal. It doesn't paint Joe in a good light at all. All right, so there we go, folks. That's all I've got for you this week. Okay, so don't forget, training class starts in 3 or 4 days from now. Go to reversespeech.com to sign up. I will accept payment plans if you can't pay for it all up front. The Aussie dollar's fallen. The current price is $4,650 US over a year, and I can set payment plans. Anyway, there we go. I'll see you all next week, folks. I don't know what I have for you next week, but it'll be something. Oh, yes, I will. It'll be the inauguration. Inauguration next week. Okay, see you later, everyone. Bye-bye. See ya.